Okay. So I'm just waiting for everyone to kind of trickle in. I know it is a 6 p.m. on a Saturday, so some people may be at dinner if they're in the West Coast, or some people might be toning down because maybe you're on the East Coast if it's 9 p.m. for you. But wherever you are in the world, maybe you're not even in the US, I'm just going off base US time zones, but welcome to May's live stream. I am so excited for this stream because we are going to be drinking some cocktails by Straightaway, which is a distillery here based in Portland. And they have a tasting room in the Hawthorne district. And I didn't actually know that. I've never seen it before out of the many times that I've been to the Hawthorne district. You think I would have been able to see that before, but apparently not. And they also have a store in Tigard. So my friend got me these cute little cocktail bottles, and I thought today we would taste them and then I will decide which one I want to sip for this whole video. So, yeah, basically what I will be doing is like taking a quick little swig of each one. So I have six. So we have this one, this one, this one, this one, and then these two. And then when more people trickle in, I will reveal the names of all of the bottles that I will be drinking from and just sharing a little bit more about what each bottle has. But these are super cute, and I'm really excited that my friend gave these to me. This was so sweet of him. So shout out to you, Juan, if you're watching. So, God, I'm so excited to try the margarita one, y'all. I am an absolute margarita hoe. I love margaritas, so it would not surprise me if I like this one. Now, my friend said that these are super strong, and he definitely recommends that you put lime juice in it or you have a spritz with it, but I don't have any of that. So we're just going to be going hard. And I honestly will probably be able I will probably only be able to drink one of these just because they do look strong. Even though this may not look like a lot, I promise you the alcohol percentages on these things are really high. I mean, this one is 50 proof, 25%. Let's see. This one is 36%. I mean, it's a lot. Hi, Linda. Thanks for being here. I hope you're having a great Saturday so far. So, yeah, anyway, I guess we'll go ahead and introduce you to all of the drinks that we're going to be test tasting today. And feel free to talk to me in the chat. We can chit chat. I know it's been like a while since I've done a live stream. I know the last one I did was back in March when I was talking about my cat. That was a pretty dead stream, but it's okay. At least now you can go back and watch the replay if you want to learn more about my cat. Also, I did get a new webcam. I wanted to try something different, and it's more like a wide what is it? Wide angle lens. So you can see more of my room, and I just feel like the picture's a lot clearer and it lets in a lot of light. So I had to put some of the blinds down to make it not so washed out, because if I had my blinds all the way up, I'd be pale and washed out. All right, so let's go ahead and talk. I cannot talk. Okay. I haven't even had a sip of alcohol yet, and I'm already stumbling on my words. So, this first cocktail is called Lintic, and it is gin infused with bitters and lemon. I have a feeling I'm not going to like this one. I'm not a big gin person, but it says Lintic's name, Tagali for lightning, conjures up this libation electric nature. As is tradition, our own recipe infuses gin with lemon in this drink worthy of being struck by. So this is 50 proof with 25% ABV. So let's give it a little swig. If you're drinking with me, cheers. You know, that actually was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I can definitely taste the lemon and the gin, but the bitter's not so much. So if you like a good lemony twist, I think you're going to really like this one. Definitely needs a good shake. So that is this one. Hi, Netta. It says, girl, did you already tell us where these are from? I did. So just to let you know, these are from Straightaway. So Straightaway, for anyone who's joined me, it is a distillery based here in Portland. My friend gave these to me. And yeah, so there are these 6 little cocktail bottles. So that's where they're from. So the next one will be the Margarita. And so, I mean, we all know what a margarita is. If not, I feel sorry for you. But while many lay claim to pouring the first margarita, the story of Ziegfeld Foley's dancer Marjorie King is a legend worth our salt. The mystical entertainer was rumored to be allergic to many spirits, but able to brave tequila with the help of a clever bartender. Our recipe expands on the classic Daisy, a sour cocktail modified by a liquor. This margarita strikes a balance of sweet, sour, spicy, and smoky with notes of agave, citrus, and habanero. Your taste buds will be dancing all night long. So that's really cool. I don't think I've ever had a spicy margarita before. So Linda loves a good spicy margarita. So that's awesome. Let me just shake this up one more time. I see like a lot of like pulp in here for some reason. Okay. All right, everyone. Cheers. I need one more sip. You know, I can't really taste the habanero, maybe just because I'm so immune to margaritas at this point. Like I love margaritas, but it's very good. Very, very good. All right, let's try one of these darker ones. So here, this is the, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, the Negroni. Negroni, I don't know, but it has gin, liquor, vermouth, and I have no idea how you pronounce this, cochineal extract. So let's read a little bit about this. It says, legend has it that Camillo Negroni, as an Italian dignitary disguised as an American cowboy, needed a stiffer drink than Italy's beloved aperitif, and with a splash of gin, the Negroni was conceived. Okay, so 72 proof and 36% ABV. I'm going to shake it up really quick. All right, that works. Oof, that is strong. But I like that it has a spice to it. That's not bad. You know what it is? It's the extract that I'm tasting. That's definitely very sweet. Yeah, this is really strong. Wow. Okay. So this next one is the Oregon Old Fashioned. So it's rye whiskey, simple syrup, bitters of filbert and fir. I have no idea what that means, but we're going to read a little bit about it. So this says, in this variation on the Old Fashioned, we've transposed our fondness for the Pacific Northwest bouquet into our own bitters. Tradition has it that one's first Old Fashioned should be served by a friend. Well, I'm alone in my apartment, so I'm just going to serve myself. Linda says I should try some sriracha salt with those last two. I mean, I have sriracha, but I don't have sriracha salt. Can I just make sriracha salt by just like putting sriracha in like a bowl of salt and mixing that up? Does that work? Because maybe I guess I could use that as a rim. We'll see. So this is the Oregon Old Fashioned. She said nope. Okay. So clearly I don't know what sriracha salt is, but I tried. Could you imagine just putting sriracha like mixed in with salt? That would actually probably taste really bad. All right. Cheers and bottoms up to Oregon Old Fashioned. It literally just tastes like straight up whiskey. Yeah, I can't pronounce things for shit. I mean, I do have a speech impediment. So Ned is actually my best friend. So shout out to her for being here in the chat today. I appreciate it. So she knows that I really struggle with pronouncing things. But I mean, this just tastes like straight up whiskey. So that was the fourth one. So the next one, let's go back to something lighter. So this is the last lighter one. I'm going to shake it up. So this is the Cosmos. Vodka with natural flavors, whatever the fuck that means. And their little background here says our rendition of the Cosmo launches from the version created by Cheryl Cook in Miami Beach's heyday. Enjoy this delightful libation in your finest linen slacks and make it a toast to the evening's celestial affair. All right. I feel like this is going to be really good. So let's give it a try. And I can't open it up. So clearly that's a problem. All right, there we go. All righty. Cheers to the cosmos. Oh, that's so good. I want another sip. Oh my God. I think this might actually be my favorite so far. I think I might actually like this better than the margarita. All right. And so now we have the last one. And so then what we're going to do is after I finish trying all of them, I'm going to have the people who are here vote on which one I should drink throughout today's live stream. So this last one is Paper Plain. So this is rye whiskey, liquors with natural flavors. Again, I don't know what natural flavors, what that means. And then the cochineal extract, again, probably pronouncing that wrong. So this says, buckle in, your very own Paper Plain awaits. Balancing bright citrus notes with herbal undertones, this drink performs aerial acrobatics for your taste buds. The Paper Plane is a choice drink for any occasion. All right, so this is 50 proof with 25% ABV. Oh, and the last one, this was the Cosmos. The Cosmos was 50 proof, 25% ABV, and then the Old Fashioned was 83 proof, 41.5% ABV. So that's probably why I tasted just straight up whiskey because of how strong that was. So that makes sense. All right, so let's try the Paper Plane. Again, struggling to open this up. Gosh. And I can't even get it with my what is going on? Like, why can't I open this? Guys. All right, there we go. When in doubt, just use your teeth. It just solves all your problems to open up stuff. All right, so cheers to the Paper Plane. All right. I really like that one. Okay. So I'm going to write a poll really quick. So give me a second. So y'all will get to choose what I will be drinking. And if I'm not feeling too drunk, maybe we can do another one. Should I try? So give me 1 second while I type these up. Let's see. So I've done Paper Plane, the Cosmo. Okay, the Oregon Old Fashioned. Oh, it's only letting me do 4. That's lame. And then the other 2 that I'm missing is the Linting and the Negroni. All right. So we're going to let those roll in really quick. So don't forget the other 2 options. I wasn't able to put them in the poll because I could only do 4 options. So far, Marg is winning. So Linda says I should do Cosmo. Linda, will you just hit Cosmo in the poll that way? Perfect. Thank you. So far we're tied. So we can't be tied. So I will wait till I get some more coming in. So I guess while I'm waiting for more people to vote, since I know there's 4 people, so for the other 2 who are here, don't be afraid. All right, so Cosmo's winning so far. So it might be the Cosmo that's winning. So I will give it maybe about 1 or 2 more minutes for people to vote in the poll. It's only been up for a minute. And now the paper plane has been selected. I think we're probably going to go with the Cosmo. So I guess we'll do the Cosmo for now. So guys, what we can do is after I finish one drink and I'm not feeling too crappy and too trash, I can drink a whole nother one. So this is my cute little margarita glass. I got this when I was in grad school from Pier 1, RIP. So I used to have 2 of them, but one broke. So I'm just going to put it in my cute little margarita glass, even though I'm not having a margarita. All right. So you can't really see it. It doesn't look like there's a lot in there, but I promise it's in here. So cheers to a great Saturday night, wherever you are in the world. Maybe it's broad daylight for you. I mean, it's still technically daylight for me as well, because it's only 6:18 right now, but maybe it's only 9 a.m. where you're living. I don't know. This is really good. I'm actually really glad the Cosmo won, because it truly is awesome. And I really like that it just has a good mixture. I mean, I wish I knew what natural flavors meant and what that entails. My guess is that there's probably lime in here, but it tastes really good. So yeah, so now that I've done all the taste testing, let's just kind of chat for a little bit. So, for me, I have really been through it the past few months. I don't know if anyone knows, if you haven't been tuning into my podcast, but I recently had gotten terminated from a job that I was working at, and next month, I'm actually starting at a new job, which is exciting. Now, I will be honest, I wasn't very excited about the offer because it was not the best pay, but it is a company that's going to look really good on my resume. So that is something. I haven't officially announced it, and I will announce it probably once I get my computer and my swag, which I've already put in the order for that, I guess you could say, or I filled out the onboarding form. The only thing that I don't like is that they only give you Windows computers, and y'all, let me tell you, I'm a big Apple snob. I hate PCs. So let me know in the chat, are you team PC or team Apple? Because I am team Apple. Heck yeah, Linda, I'm glad you're drinking a vodka tonic with me. Oh, this is so good. And thank you. Thank you, everyone. So that's exciting. I am definitely curious to see how this will pan out. I've never worked at a really big company. Trust me, you know what this company is. It's not a startup. I'm completely done with startup life for good. So the reason I don't like startups is just because they just don't have their shit together. I just feel like the people who work at startups, and this is not to say that every single person that works at startups, it's just been my experience. So I'm just speaking off my experience, is that a lot of people are super sensitive. People take things way too seriously than they should. I just feel like it's really hard to be yourself there. And especially being a woman in tech, well, it just is not a good combo. Being a woman in tech is rough, and anytime you speak up and have an opinion, you typically tend to get in trouble, and it sucks. So Angela says she likes Windows because she works in analytics. I guess that can make sense. Yeah, I mean, Windows probably are really good for stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I still really wish I was getting an Apple. At my last company, we were able to choose with what kind of computer we could use. So that really sucks that I wasn't able to make a choice, but hopefully it's a really nice and up-to-date PC. Otherwise, I'll be kind of bummed if it's like some shitty PC. Anyway, sorry, I had to take a drink. I'm almost done. It's weird. So basically all the drink is pretty much in this little stem part right here. But it's really good. What else can I share? Oh, so I mean, I was in Richmond for the past month. So I just want to apologize for those who were sad that I didn't have a live stream last month. So it was very chaotic for me, even though I had a lot of free time being back in my hometown and spending time with my family and I was unemployed. I did a lot of things to keep me busy. Plus, I was also recording tons and tons of podcasts in the month of April. And it was just really hard to balance my podcast schedules with my live stream, which I typically do on the third Saturday of every month. And just living with my parents, they just kind of come and go and they don't really respect my boundaries. Okay, it's more like my mom doesn't really respect my boundaries as much. And I just didn't want my parents like interrupting any like live stream. I already would have to put like a do not disturb sign when I would have a podcast. So they were actually pretty respectful when I said, hey, like I'm recording a podcast. Please don't bother me. And I just never thought to do that for a live stream. And I just felt like I was just so overwhelmed with so many things going on with my friend's wedding and applying for jobs and all the podcast guests that I had going on in the month of April. And then my sister graduating from law school. I just was like, you know what? I'm just not going to do a live stream. And I just didn't have a good place to sit down and record. So that was another reason as to why I didn't do a live stream for the month of April. So I am so sorry that I wasn't able to do one, but I'm really happy for those who were out here tonight just celebrating and we're drinking lots of alcoholic beverages. I feel like lately I've made myself sound like the biggest alcoholic on my channel. I know when I went to San Francisco back in August of this past year, God, it's hard to believe that that was almost a year ago. I made so many videos where I was drinking, and then I've done other videos after that where I feel like some things have centered around alcohol. So, guys, I swear I am not an alcoholic. I promise. I just want to be able to provide content because I know a lot of my subscribers like to drink, and I want to be able to cater to y'all's taste. I thought the Shani Silver podcast was good. Yes. Oh, Shani was so awesome. Y'all should really follow Shani on TikTok because she does everything that I tried to do on my channel when it came to like the single girl content and trying to change that narrative and trying to empower others that it's okay to be single and that it's not a bad thing. And Homegirl just takes it a whole step further and thinks of the things that I have never thought about. And that was like one of the things that we talked about. So you should definitely follow her on TikTok because she does a lot of segments called things single people aren't doing anymore. And I think she's made like 46 parts to that series. So definitely follow her on TikTok and definitely listen to that episode. I believe that came out last week. So it's a good one. And I just feel like you're going to love everything that she has to say, especially if you originally came to my channel for the single girl content. And just remember, if you are not identify like if you don't identify as a man or a femme figure, I'm sorry, if you don't identify as a woman or a femme figure, but you still liked my single girl content, just know like everything that I share still applies to any gender. So don't think that my channel or like my single girl content is really just meant for single women because it's totally not. Like there's so many things that can transfer to any gender. Really, I just speak from my own perspective since I am a woman. Mm. Okay, wow. Whew. So I got a little spice to that at the end. So that was the Cosmo. So I'm gonna do a new poll. So we're gonna do, I think, one more drink. Okay, so I want y'all to vote for the next poll. I think I'm only gonna, okay, I need to end this poll. That's the first thing. So I'm gonna start a new poll and it's gonna be for drink number 2. second drink I should drink. Okay, so we got the Marg Old Fashioned. Sorry, guys, give me 1 second. I'm a very slow typer. And then we got the paper plane. And then it's missing one more option. And then the other option is the lintic. So let's vote in the new poll. The lintic was the only one that I wasn't able to include. So if you vote for the lintic, just put that in the chat. But I will wait till some more votes rack in. So someone's voted for Marg. So I'll wait for more to trickle in. So I'll leave it up for like a minute or two while more votes come in. All right, it looks like Marg is winning, so we'll go ahead and do Marg. The margarita was pretty good. So just for the refresh, this had 25% ABV and 50 proof, and this margarita had tequila, mezcal, orange liquor, citrus, and habanero syrup. So maybe if I drink more of it, I can taste more of the habanero. So let's see if I can taste more of that. Oh, I think I see some of the flakes from the habanero in there. That's so weird. I didn't see that earlier. It's hard to like see. I'm not gonna tip it over because that's just gonna spill everywhere on my keyboard, which we don't want. But I promise you there's like flakes of pepper in here, which is really cool. I still can't taste it though. I mean, it's really good. It's really good. All right, let me end this poll. Okay, perfect. Thank you for those who voted. So I'm trying to think what else has been going on in my life. It's weird because I've been unemployed for almost 3 months now, and what's interesting is like I really discovered how much I've enjoyed not having a full time job. Oh, one thing that did happen to me is I did take a part time job, so this is really cool. I'm getting hot. All right, I'm gonna take the flannel off because, whew, alcohol, it's making my body warm. Okay, so there was one startup that I was working at. It was actually my first in-house role. And they do a lot of like how do I phrase it? I would say it's like a job search boot camp that focuses in different aspects of tech. And so I was recruiting for them and then I got laid off. Of course, like, just my luck because I don't know how to keep a job. It's wonderful. And so they have mentors who come from different industries. And so earlier this year, they did a recruiting mentor and I saw that they were hiring and I said, "Oh my god, hell yeah, I'm going to apply." Like it's another source of income for me. And plus like this is just something I want to do for fun. Like I'm not really doing this for the money. I'm doing it for fun. And I've had quite a few sessions and it's been so much fun. Like not only do I get paid for this, but I also get to help people who are navigating the tech job search right now. Like I'm helping them with resumes and interviewing skills and helping them like learn tips and tricks on like how to just be a better candidate in the tech job market. And it's been so fun. And so they're launching this new recruiting specialist program that they're going to try to do next week. And I'm a part of that. And the fact that I got a job at a FANG company is going to just make me more appealing to the fellows who want to book a session with me because a lot of them do interview at FANG companies. And I have interviewed at 3 FANG companies and I was going to get an offer from one out of the 2 that I did get hired. Technically, I could have had 2 offers, but they have a hiring freeze and you probably know which one I'm talking about if you are familiar with like hiring news by any chance. If not, no big deal, but So I know how to successfully interview at these companies and what they need to know to get hired. So that's really exciting. And it's just been really awesome. So I've been doing this for a month now. And I get to continue it once I start my new job, and I will just basically have these sessions pretty much at night. And I might even open up my Sunday mornings to do some of these sessions because they're about like 30 to 45 minutes long. So it's not that much time that I'm dedicating for each session. But obviously, like I would have to set boundaries with how many sessions I have the capacity or the bandwidth to take, just because I also do need my night hours to record podcasts, especially if I have a guest coming up. And so in the next week or two, I have to email a whole new batch of podcast guest so I can book throughout the summer into early fall, because pretty much most of my summer's already booked up with guests. So I've noticed that like time just goes by so quickly, and I'm like, oh my God, it's time that I need to get a new batch of guests coming in, because not everybody responds back to my pitch when I want them on the show. So yeah, I got to be very consistent, but I was able to take like a few week break for emailing podcast guests, just because I felt like I had enough recorded, which is basically what I was doing all of April. I think I had like 5 or 6 people that I talked to. So that was a lot to tide me over for the next like 2 months. So now I got to kind of start over again. And so June will probably be a very busy month of recording more podcasts with guests, especially. And guys, if you ever have like a guest request for my podcast, please let me know. I mean, you can put in the chat now, or you can DM me on Instagram or the podcast Instagram, which you should totally follow, by the way. Or you can email the podcast, wherever you want. Definitely give me podcast guest suggestions, because that definitely helps me, and that gives me ideas on what kind of content you want to listen to, or what kind of ideas you want to hear from other people that are very aligned with my personal brand. So just something I wanted to put out there. Okay, I am talking way too much. Let's continue to drink this. I still can't taste the habanero. I really can't. And maybe it's just because I have a very high capsaicin tolerance. That could be why, but I don't know. Maybe it's just not enough habanero. I definitely taste tequila. Tequila has a very strong taste, in my opinion, but it is good. It's not like just strong tequila overpowering taste. Oh my God, no. When I was back in Richmond, there's this restaurant that I go to quite often called the Continental, and I ordered a margarita there, and this was the first time I had a margarita from there, and guys, it was so disgusting. It tasted straight up gold tequila. Ugh. It was the nastiest, and I mean the nastiest margarita I've ever had in my life. So I'm curious to know, where have you had a nasty margarita? Because don't get them at the Continental in Richmond, Virginia. It is just, it's not an option whatsoever. Okay, sorry, I suck at swallowing things. I need some water. Okay, so for those who've been coming in and out, I tried all of the cocktails like sips, but the ones that I've had the whole bottles of was the margarita, which I just finished. And then earlier I had the Cosmos. So, as much as I'd like to have a third drink, I need to chill out for a little bit. We have we have like 20 minutes left of the stream. I typically like to do streaming for about 50 minutes to an hour, because I know people's attention spans suck, and people just kind of come and go when they please, and that's totally fine. So I'm trying to think like what else has been going on in my life. It's just like I said, it's weird just because being unemployed. One thing that I will say is I love the free time that I have. I have been able to focus so much on just like making YouTube videos and focusing on my podcast and being able to get out and explore more of Portland. Now, I will say, like, not having money definitely sucks, but I will say Oregon's unemployment is pretty solid. It's better than California's, and I was like the unemployment queen in California because I lost like 3 jobs in California. It's quite sad, but yeah, I mean, it's way better. I get more money and it allows me to just feel a little bit more tied over, I guess you could say. That didn't make sense. Basically, it's more money than I was getting in California that's been helping me afford to live my life, but I'm ready to obviously get back to work because I need more money and I still have debt to pay off, and clearly, like, unemployment doesn't do that. I really hope that by, like, August is when I should be almost debt free. I did get a pretty solid sign-on bonus with my current or soon to be current employer, and that was exciting. So that was very appealing about my offer, which is why I ended up accepting it, even though I wasn't like the most excited about the compensation that they gave me. But that sign-on bonus is going to really help. So I can't wait for that. It's going to be really exciting. And I just think like I'm going to really learn and grow as like a professional, but obviously, like, I don't plan to be in the workforce for, like, the rest of my life. Eventually, I would like to be a content creator full time. Once I can sustain myself to do that, that is when I will be ready to never work in corporate America ever again. So, if you're comfortable sharing, if money didn't matter, or if you could be doing it right now, what job would you have? Let me know in the chat. Maybe you're already doing your dream job, and that is amazing. I can just tell you, like, I am not doing my dream job. Like, my dream job is to be a content creator and to work for myself. I would even love to have, like, my own product that I could sell. I've thought about selling hair extensions. I've thought about doing, like, a subscription box. I know one of my friends from my sorority has her own crystal shop, and I thought about doing that, but I definitely don't wanna, like, steal her thunder by doing, like, the same thing that she's doing, but it would just be really cool to, like, sell my own product. Eventually, I would like to get to that point, I just don't really know anything about running a business. Yeah, I'm so clueless. Excuse me, I keep burping, but anyway, yeah, that's basically what's been going on with me. She said, Linda says, "Are you happy with your surgery results?" I am. Okay, let's talk. We can talk about that really quick. So it's funny you asked me that because earlier this afternoon, I had my 3-month checkup and I went in and they said that I'm actually still pretty swollen. So, like right here, you won't be able to tell because like only I would be able to recognize this, but if you were to feel like right here and like around here, I'm actually still very swollen and it doesn't look like I'm swollen. And she said that by like month 6 or month 7, all of that swelling should be like completely done and I will see more of a snatched jawline. Cause like right here, yeah, I guess you can kind of see it. You can still kind of see some like extra skin. And so that's supposed to like snap back up here to where it's like pointy and chiseled. Yeah. So I'm just kind of like pressing up so you could kind of get an idea what it would look like. But I am happy with it. I mean, it's a huge difference compared to what it was back in the fall and earlier this year. And I just feel like my self esteem and confidence has gone up a ton. And it was really cool that the company that I got my surgery done sponsored me. So that sponsorship actually just went out this past Monday, which was the South Portland video, and that was where the office is located. And they have other locations around the country, and I do have a code. Well, it's not a code, but it's a link where you can get a discount if you're ever interested in getting liposuction or some other form of plastic surgery. They don't do every single like plastic surgery you can think of. It's definitely more liposuction, like laser focused liposuction. And I just want to make something very clear that there's absolutely nothing wrong with plastic surgery. I was very scared about getting canceled for promoting plastic surgery. But for me, I'm not saying like everyone needs to do this. I'm not saying that plastic surgery is going to solve all your problems and make you happy. I know plastic surgery can definitely eliminate things that may bother you about your body, but it's like the same thing. Like, just because you lose a lot of weight doesn't mean you're going to be happy with yourself. Because there's still so many things about my own body that I'm not happy with. I've gained a lot of weight this past year, and I haven't really done much about it. But one thing I will say is I do like the curves that I've gotten from the weight gain. I do like that I have firmer glutes. And sorry, I keep playing with my hair. My hair is just not blending in well right now, and that bothers me. Anyway, what I was trying to say was we all have our insecurities, right? And I don't want people to think that like I'm sending a wrong message by being sponsored by a plastic surgery company, because I have nothing to be sorry about. There's nothing wrong with getting plastic surgery. And it is your choice whether or not you want to get this. I'm not encouraging you because you may not even need it. And if you want it, then that's fine. But you do what's best for you. I can't tell you that plastic surgery is going to change all your problems. And I want people to know that, because again, I was very scared about doing that sponsorship, but it seems like it got well perceived, or it was well perceived, and people don't seem to care that I was sponsored by a plastic surgery company, because it was something that I was genuinely excited about, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I already made a whole podcast episode talking more about the details of my chin surgery, and for me, it just didn't feel necessary to make a whole video about it. So that's why I did it in a podcast, and I thought, okay, well, I will just do this as like a sponsorship in my YouTube video. And I told the brand that when I wanted to work with them, I said, listen, like, I'm not going to make a whole video dedicated to my chin, but I have an idea what we can do, since I do make videos on Portland content. And I had the perfect way to do that. And that is why I put that sponsorship in with that video specifically, because it made sense. And that's what I tried to do with sponsorships. I've done one other sponsorship on my YouTube channel, and it was a few years ago. Unfortunately, the company doesn't exist anymore, but it was a dating app that was based out of the Bay Area. And I did a video where I was talking about New Year's resolutions for dating. And one of those resolutions was to try a new dating app. And so the dating app at the time was called Flutter, and Flutter sponsored the video. And so that was where I placed that sponsorship. I like to integrate my sponsorships in with the video so it's more authentic and natural, and not feeling like I'm just trying to advertise something to you guys, because I know so many people don't like it when YouTubers or content creators do ads, but sponsorships are a great source of income. Like, that's what we kind of rely on if we're doing this full time, because YouTube AdSense revenue is not enough to get by. And that's why you'll see YouTubers do all these sponsorships maybe about a few times a month, because that is where the bulk of the revenue comes from. And you can get paid a lot of money for them. I'm very picky about what I choose to sponsor. I probably, excuse me, I probably do about one brand deal a year, sometimes two, because I'm very picky about what kind of brand I want to work with. Hi, Anna. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. And so for me, I want to make sure that I'm being absolutely authentic with you guys. And I'm sure, like, as I get bigger and I grow, I will have more sponsorships that will come up, but I'm going to be pickier. Brands reach out to me all the time, and I turn almost all of them down. One being that they're not going to pay me, and I'm saying, sorry, I'm not going to create content, free content for you, if you're not going to pay me, or say that exposure is my form of payment to gain me more followers. That no, that's not how this works. So that is something that I just wanted to make very clear, because I was afraid of it being controversial. It doesn't seem like anyone seems to care, but again, I just wanted to address it, just because in case anyone was thinking that I want to be able to just share my piece about it. And so we can move on. But yes, Linda, long story short, I am very happy and I can't wait for the swelling over here and here to go down. So that is great. So we have about, I want to say 13 minutes left of the stream. Do you guys think I should do one more drink? Let me know. If you ever do a brand sponsorship with jewelry, I'll support buying if I like the jewelry. I've been building my collection. I'm back. Not that you missed me. I wouldn't have even known that you left. So Gobble 2 Pack says, yes, I do. I should do one more drink. Okay, I'm going to create one more poll, okay? And all the options will be there since I only have 4 left. So in regards to jewelry, I will say, Anna, I don't wear a lot of jewelry. But if it's some jewelry that I like let's say if it's crystal jewelry, then yes, we can go forward with that. So if that's something you're interested in, yay. What should my last drink be? All right, sorry guys, I'm doing the poll right now. So you got paper plain, Oregon Old Fashioned, Negroni, and the Lynn Tech. All right, guys, last drink. Netta said Team Apple. God, how delayed was this? Are you or did you go back and rewind it? Because we are past the Team Apple and Team PC conversation. All right. I will wait for those results to come in. I see that there's 5 people on this stream, so hopefully I can get all 5 votes. So we got 4 options left, so choose wisely. So we got a tie between Negroni and Lintek. Hopefully we can break that tie. I need 3 more votes. 3 more votes. I'll wait. It's fine. The poll should be up there. It should be in the chat. So we got Negroni with 67%. We got the Oregon Old Fashions come in. So I think we need 1 more person to vote. Okay, great. I'm glad you see the poll. All right, now we got, oh yeah, okay, sorry. 1 person popped in and they came out. So I need 1 more vote. I mean, I think it looks like the Negroni's winning, but I'm just curious to see if that's the actual winner or not. All right, we're going to do the Negroni. All right. Thank you for everyone voting. Let me go ahead and end the poll. You think I'm getting a Lenovo? Ugh, I hate Lenovos. All right. So this is the Negroni. So this is the mixture of the gin liqueur, the vermouth, and the cochineal extract. So this is 72 proof and 36% ABV. Cheers! This is the last drink. This definitely has some spice to it. I don't know if that's the gin. Let me see what this had again. Oh, I think this is the one with the extract. I think that's the extract that I'm tasting. Cheers. Yeah, this one's really strong. I need some water. Oh my God. I can taste the aftertaste of it. Whew. All right. What's everyone drinking tonight? I know Linda was drinking a vodka tonic. Is anyone else drinking tonight? If you're not drinking, what do you wish you were drinking right now? We got a quiet group of people tonight. Don't be shy, guys. It's part. If you're gonna join the live, I'd love it if you guys could talk. What aids a Negroni? Okay, yeah. So I can repeat it again. So basically, it's gin, liqueur, vermouth, and cochineal extract. And I can tell you, I don't know what any of those things mean except for the gin. But I will go ahead and read out the description of the bottle again. So it said, legend has it that the Camillo Negroni, an Italian dignitary disguised as an American cowboy, needed a stiffer drink than Italy's beloved aperitif. Again, me not being able to pronounce shit again. And with a splash of gin, the Negroni was conceived. So that's what the history is of this drink. I love that it has the history and like a little bit more about all the drinks that I have. Linda's still going hard with her vodka tonic. Nice. Oof. That is a strong ass drink. They were not kidding when they said they needed something stiff. Okay. I have a little bit left. So basically everything's kind of in the stem at this point. I don't know if you can see it, but it's brown. Whew. Guys, that is strong. I need a piece of bread after I have this. I ate before I did this. Just water for me, but would love to be drinking an adult Capri Sun. Something tropical and fruity. Oh my God. I love Capri Suns. What do you typically mix in your Capri Sun? I'm guessing it's vodka, right? I feel like vodka would probably blend really well with that. I'm not sure if I've ever had gin before. Gin is not my favorite liquor. I prefer either rum or a flavored vodka. I do like tequila, but guys, tequila, it doesn't love me. Tequila either will make me throw up all over the place or it makes me fall asleep. I am so confused and jealous of the people who are like, woo, tequila makes me want to dance on a table. And I'm like, really? Because tequila just makes me want to go right to bed and hit my bed and have a comfy pillow. Red wine also makes me really sleepy, but not as sleepy as tequila. I tried tequila for the first time and it was something else. What do you mean it was something else? Like, did you get drunk or was it something that you didn't expect? I'm trying to remember, when was the first time that I had tequila? It had to be college. I didn't drink until I went to college. I ran to the bathroom faster than a pro linebacker. I'm so sorry. Yeah, tequila, you almost threw up. Yeah, tequila definitely makes me do that too. I actually threw up the other night. It was not fun. I got this really delicious Creole marinade from a farmer's market, and I think I put too much in my salad, and it just upset my acid reflux. And yeah, it was not a fun time. So, note to self, use just a tiny bit of it or mix it with some other food because my stomach was not happy what I put in there, but it was so good. It was a local black business here in Portland. It's called Creel Me Up. You can check them out on Instagram. And it was really good. Just excuse me, and just use small amounts because it is spicy. And if you have acid reflux like I do, just be careful. Elsa is being quiet tonight. I am so proud of her. She always has to be the center of attention. And she's always meowing in the background. I think she's just really tired tonight. It rained a lot here, and I noticed like when it rains, Elsa tends to be pretty calm. And she likes to sleep on my pink sofa. So that could be why she is being quiet right now. Sorry, Netta and Anna are having a whole conversation amongst themselves right now. That's really funny. Netta, it's really funny that everything is so delayed for you. But yeah, so I have a little bit more left. So let me go ahead and finish this. And I am done drinking. I'm out of town this weekend and I miss my cat so much. I had my husband FaceTime her for me. I've never FaceTimed my cat before, but one of my friends in my building, Ryan, you've probably seen him in one of my videos before. Not Brian, but Ryan. I have a friend named Brian. I have a friend named Ryan. Ryan doesn't mind when his face is shown. Brian's like, no, don't show my face. You can show my body. Sorry. Anyway, besides the point, Ryan lives in my building. And when I go out of town, especially to San Francisco, Ryan will watch my cat and he'll send me picture updates. And so Elsa does not like men. She hisses at men, and it's so inappropriate because she's just a very introverted cat, despite the fact how much she always wants my attention. She loves me, obviously. And so Ryan would send me pictures. And so when I went to San Francisco back in February, if I can show you my phone background, I have all these notifications. Give me 1 second. Okay, let me refresh it. Okay, can I not have notifications so I can show you my lock screen? Okay, here we go. So if you can see it, this is a picture that Ryan took, and it's Elsa hissing. I set it as my phone background. It is the funniest picture. The fact that he got her mid-hiss when she was hiding under the sofa. I had to put it in my phone background. It was the funniest picture. Oh my god, my cat has such anger issues, but one thing that's been helping her is that when I brought her over to my parents, and she loves going to my parents' house because it's a bigger place for her to run around and there's more space for her. But she would always hiss at my parents. And so ever since I got a Fellaway diffuser, which I need to get a new cartridge of the way, and Fellaway is basically like pheromones where it will make your cat more comfortable. And I believe it only works on cats and not dogs. And it will decrease not digression, that's not even a word, aggression. And she did not hiss at my family members once. Not when my sister would visit, not at my dad. In fact, she actually would cuddle up next to my dad on the purple ottoman that my parents have, which was really cute. She didn't hiss at my mom. The only thing that she would hiss was at my sister's dog, Gus. So Elsa had to have some showdowns with Gus, who is a really sweet boy. He's my sister's dog, so he's a what is it? He's a sheepdoodle. He's really nice, but he's really annoying, and he eats all of Elsa's food. So anytime Gus comes over when I'm at my parents' house with my cat, I have to hide the cat food because he will eat it. Sounds like a classic dog, right? So, but no, he's a really nice cat. So Elsa does okay around him, but she will hiss at him. And that's that. And he's so unbothered by her. But other than that, yeah, so her aggression's decreasing a little bit, but I need to get a new cartridge for her to kind of help her calm down, especially when Ryan comes over. So that way she's not inappropriately hissing at him, because I can't stand that. All right, so it's already 7. God, I feel like the hour went by so fast. So fast. But I just want to say thank you, everyone, for joining me tonight and watching me drink all of these cocktails and just participating and having a fun conversation with me. It's been so fun. Let me know if you have any ideas for me for next month's live stream. I already know what I'm going to do for July's stream. It definitely will involve audience participation in the chat, but if you have ideas for June's live stream, let me know, or you can comment on the video once the replay goes up. Other than that, I hope everyone has a great Saturday night, and I will see you in Monday's video. It's going to be a good one. Have a good night, y'all.